Welcome to Stars TV, your behind-the-scenes look at the NSC Minnesota Stars professional soccer team. I'm your host, Scott Clayson. The Stars are in a busy stretch right now with 4 games to be played this week. The first one was the first-round match of the U.S. Open Cup versus the Kansas City Athletics this past Tuesday. We talked with Stars coach Manny Lagos about his experiences in playing in the U.S. Open Cup.
All right, we're here with Manny Lagos to talk about a myriad of things, starting with the Open Cup, the first match tonight against the KC Athletics. And coming into a game like that, I imagine they're a bit of an unknown to you, because personally I can't find much about them online. So what do you do to prepare in a situation like that?
Well, you know, I mean, these are all these difficult and complicated situations because you obviously can't scout the other team. You know you're playing a team that is part-time, which means that you have some advantage over them in terms, you should have an advantage in terms of fitness and in terms of the quality of play on the field. But at the same time, these are dangerous games because you're also playing against young men who want to show that they can compete against professionals. And you know, in the past, these games have never been easy for any team, first-round cup matches. And I say that around the world. You know, I mean, Real Madrid was upset by a 4th or 5th division club this year in their cup matches. And that was actually a 2-legged game. So it's never easy, but you know, we're believing that we're going to approach the game the right way. It's a good time for us to get some good young faces out there with some good minutes as well to show that they can provide you know, quality game time for the rest of the season.
Okay. And I know Andre actually impressed the Thunder in an Open Cup match, I believe, or an exhibition. So as a coach, are you keeping an eye on other players for talent, or are you you know, satisfied and just want to see what your own guys can do?
Certainly a little bit. I mean, again, at the end of the day, I think this is a huge country, and there's obviously a lot of good players that play high-level amateur soccer that probably should be professionals, but maybe because we don't have as many pro teams throughout the country, they're not. But at the end of the day, you know, tonight for me, it's really about some of the guys who haven't gotten as many minutes to step up for the club and win, and that's what we expect them to do, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to you know, the start of this competition. I always tell people, you know, this is one of the oldest competitions of any sporting event in the country, and that's something to take pride in. And it's a really cool thing where anybody, any group of guys could get a team together and try to win the Open Cup. It's a really neat tournament.
Okay, Manny, you were a pro for a long time and played in this tournament. What's your fondest memory of it?
Oh, tough call there. You know, I mean, we've had some great battles. I was with MLS with San Jose and LA and back and forth. Obviously in '98, the run to win it was probably the biggest memory with the Fire, and then going on to win the MLS Cup. So it'd probably have to be '98 with the Fire.
You can see more of that interview with Coach Lagos on our website, where he talks about the World Cup and also the challenges of playing so many matches in a short period of time. And the Stars were victorious in that first-round open match game against the Athletics this past Tuesday. By a score of 4-2, they will advance to the second round. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from that victory. Pressure was the name of the game from the outset for the Stars, as the home side created several quality scoring chances. But strong play from Kansas City goalkeeper Zach Brennan, who made 7 saves on the night, kept the score deadlocked until the 35th minute. Only a minute after watching Brennan stop him from close range, the Stars' Warren Uka scored from 10 yards out, blasting a low Scott Lorenz cross into the top corner. Uka doubled the lead with the last kick of the first half, again gathering a Lorenz cross before turning past 2 defenders and powering a low shot past Brennan to put the Stars ahead 2-0 at the break. The Stars came out attacking in the second half, but a counterattack from Kansas City earned a penalty kick that made for an action-packed last half hour. Max Lipset pulled Kyle Perkins down in the penalty box while challenging for a high ball, and Stephen Hoffman converted the penalty kick off Stars goalkeeper Matt Van Okel's outstretched left hand.
Stay on it! Stay on it!
Entering the game is number 19, Simone Bracalello.
Pushing for the equalizer, the Athletics found themselves back down by 2 goals in the 71st minute, when Bracalello, on as a substitute only 5 minutes earlier, drove a left-footed shot past Brennan from 25 yards out to make it 3-1. The score would stay that way for less than 1 minute as Perkins touched home a Brian Williams cross from the top of the goal box.
Neil, manage Stewie, son.
Neil Lavity dispelled any anxiety about the final result in the 75th minute, rolling a penalty kick past Brennan after David Russell tripped Bracalello at the edge of the box. The goal was Lavity's team-leading 4th goal of the season.
The final score of tonight's game is the Kansas City Athletics 2 and your NSC Minnesota Stars 4.
The Stars will play their second round match of the U.S. Open Cup against AC St. Louis here at the National Sports Center Stadium this next Tuesday, June 22nd to 7 p.m. kickoff. Now, if they are victorious in that match, they will advance against MLS's LA Galaxy, and that game would be played here at the National Sports Center the following Tuesday, June 29th. So here's hoping for a victory. Now, of course, we also have 2 more home matches this coming weekend. Saturday night, the Stars will play a regular Division II game against the Portland Timbers. Then they have their friendly against MLS's Chicago Fire the next day, Father's Day, at 5 p.m. So make sure you bring your father out and enjoy a great evening for soccer. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Stars TV. As always, you can find us on our website, nscminnesota.org. And I'm your host, Scott Clayson.
No rush. Take your time. We're not going anywhere.
Don't rush an artist.